mini rant of the day. Do you know what I think is absolutely ridiculous? Good morning, beautiful people. It is 8:06 in the morning. This is where I camped last night. Tent is here. I'm slowly getting ready to get packed up and ready to leave. Day 4 on the Wales coastal path. Boom, that's where we're heading. Little Orme and then the Great Orme. Whoop, whoop. I'm currently on Marine Drive, and to actually head around the Great Orme, it's free for pedestrians, and I presume it's free if you're on a bike, but it is a toll road, so if you're coming by car, you've got a caravan, all of that good stuff, you do need to pay. Or motorbike, it's £2. So we've just come down off the Great Orme, which is, well, we're still on the Great Orme, and we've just sort of headed down this little track down here. What's your name?
It's Phillip Berry, and so live quite close to where we're standing now. We've had good fun already meeting up with Sarah just to join her for a couple of miles, if that, of the Welsh coastal path as we lead down off the Great Orme through what was once taken over by the army, but now if Sarah pans around, you'll see there's no hint of this left anymore. So in 1941, the Royal Artillery Gunnery School, artillery school, was moved from Shoeburyness on the Thames because it was just getting bombed, up to, they researched and found that this part of the Great Orme was a perfect site for live firing because there's very little shipping, and they could disguise and hide what they were building here as a fishing village. So incredibly, 70 years ago, this would just been a hive. One of the many exciting and interesting history points of the Great Orme is a standing stone about my head height, really, on the far side of the Orme, where called locally as the Free Trade Stone. Now that might seem a bit strange unless you know the origins, which are that the good folk of Llandudno back in the day used to meet the local smugglers there on this remote part of the Great Orme to do the deals over the contraband that were being brought in here, and it is said that a handshake across the top of the Free Trade Stone sealed the deal.
It really is stunning and absolutely glorious on the coast path. I actually just stopped at a beach just before, just to sit in the sun for about an hour, just get to top up my vitamin D. I'm staying at the youth hostel, YHA, Youth Hostel Association in Conway, but you can only check in at 5 o'clock. And because I went a little bit further yesterday, I actually ended up doing less miles today and made really good time. So it's now, oops, sorry about that, 3:14, I've done 28,000 steps, so it's probably only going to be like another hour and 20 to get there. I'm going to go visit something called the Small House, which is in Conway, have a quick look at the castle, then do a quick food shop. Really going to try and stock up on like loads of fruit, bananas, apples, some berries, maybe get myself a green juice just to make sure I'm just not eating crap all the time basically. But, oh god, look at, I mean, just look at these views. Oh, it's so beautiful, you know, being by the coast and having the gentle breeze blowing in. It's incredibly relaxing. So out in the distance, that is Anglesey there, and at the very end of Anglesey, that little sort of lump, that is Puffin Island. So yeah, so we'll be heading there next. So stage 1 is from Chester to Bangor in the Cicerone guidebook, and then stage 2, or part 2 I should say, because there's 57 stages, so what I will have done, this is stage 4 in the guidebook. To Bangor is stage 5, then when I cross over into Anglesey, that's like the next section to do, and that'll be about 8 or 9 days. So yeah, really looking forward to it. And obviously if the weather continues to look like this, it's gonna be incredible. So onwards. Mini rant of the day. Do you know what I think is absolutely ridiculous is when you have to pay for public toilets, because I very rarely carry cash, and if I am carrying cash, it's notes, so I don't have 30p. If it had the thing on the door where you could pay with your phone, fine, all good. But I just don't carry coins anymore. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What do you think? There in the distance is Conway Castle. That's where we're heading. I've made it from the bridge. So in the distance over there, you can see the Great Orme. Walk all the way around this coastal bit here. Traffic behind me, and then we're walking up towards the castle now. But the sun is shining this way, and so the castle doesn't look that great when I turn the camera on it, but I'm going to try and get some good shots of it so you can see it, especially for all our viewers in America, New Zealand and Australia, where you don't have castles. It's a little bit too much in the shade, so woo, it's still very, very exciting, like pretty amazing. So this is Conway Harbour. If you are following along with the Cicerone guidebook, we are currently on page 60. So this is where we walked, this is the bridge we crossed over. The castle is right there on the tip of my little finger, and then I've walked along the front, that's the harbour, and then the start finish is at the lower gate, and if you carry on a little bit further, that's where the smallest house in Great Britain is, which is just there. So tomorrow, when we go on to do stage 5, we're going to carry on along here and go in that direction. But before I carry on, I'm obviously going to be stopping over here for the night. Just making my way to the youth hostel. Did a little shop at the spa. I was healthy. Oh my god, blueberries, bananas, apples, 2 like innocent smoothies, tomatoes. Here we go. Ooh. I thought I had a balcony then for a second. That would have been quite nice, wouldn't it? Well, this is the room. There's not much to see. Bunk bed, bunk bed. shower, toilet, all that jazz. I was going to do this beautiful time lapse of me like unpacking, but I don't really think I've got the space, or doing some yoga. I might be able to do some yin yoga down there maybe. All right, we'll give it a whirl.